walking in here today, it just takes me back to that day that I came, and it just feels warm. It feels welcoming. The abuse started during the pregnancy with my daughter Vanessa. 12 years I stayed. You go through the cycle of abuse where you get the flowers, you get the wine and dining and all that, and then time goes by, no abuse for a little while. And when I made the decision to walk out was when the abuse happened in front of my girls. And that day I made that decision to walk out with no resources. Nobody knows what goes on behind the closed doors. It can happen in any home, don't matter what lifestyle that you live.
I first became aware of the YWCA as a medical student here at the University of Utah, and in one of my courses we were able to take a tour of the YWCA and see firsthand the work that they do in helping protect and empower women that are really at risk of domestic violence. And it really left an impression on me that this work is needed and this work is important.
I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. Coming up in the South, racism was a big issue that I still had to deal with as a young person. And so my mom and grandmother taught me how to deal with that gracefully, and also how to interact with people who had different perspectives than I do. When I moved here, I felt like an outcast, and I kind of had to start over with building my professional network here. I didn't really know where to start until I found the YWCA.
And it's been really amazing to come full circle now as a policymaker and work with the YWCA to improve not only women's physical safety, but their economic security. Because I believe that the YWCA's work is critical to making sure that we have strong, financially secure and physically secure Utah families.
By making the choice to come to the YWCA, I was able to kind of get the little push to get out there, with their guidance, with their assistance.
I feel like that's kind of a fear with a lot of women, is especially in my mom's situation, thinking, how am I going to leave? I have my 4 girls. She hadn't worked for years.
And I walked through the doors, and the YWCA, they provided everything that we needed. They were great. I always remember, how they made us feel so welcome, and they provided, all the essentials that we needed, everything.
Now as an adult, I'm so grateful for the YWCA because of situations like that, and thinking, there is somewhere that women can go, there is a resource, there is help out there. It's just a matter of, the awareness.
The YWCA helped me to build my professional network here in Salt Lake City. I was able to connect with a lot of other women in my age group, especially, who face some of the same challenges that I do in their leadership roles and also at their workspaces. YW Empowered includes women from all backgrounds and ethnicities and races, and we come together like a beautiful puzzle. Like each one of us brings a puzzle piece where we all connected and we were able to put it together to make it work.
I believe, after talking to many women in my community and also through some of the work that the YWCA has done, there is a shortage of quality childcare, and that is a real barrier for many women getting into the workforce and making sure that they have a safe place for their kids to be. And with the help of the YWCA, we were able to bring stakeholders together and really get the stories and impact that this will have on Utah communities in front of legislators so they better understand how important this issue is.
Because we left, my mom chose to leave, I feel like it sparked something within us, within all of us girls, that was just kind of knowing, even as scared as things might be, as hard as things might be, as like the unknown, my mom did it.
my hopes were always, that my girls would not end up in domestic violence like I did, and of course for them to be successful. Just so many resources that they have now with the school, with the daycare, that is just amazing. The YWCA has really expanded with having the Echoes Daycare Center. That is just, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. My grandson loves it there.
My hopes and dreams for the future are to run for political office. Through YW Empowered and the YWCA, I learned about Real Women Run. And I want to get involved in that program to learn what I need to do next in order to position myself in a space to be a successful candidate so that I can give back to the community. Because I have 2 little girls of my own, and they actually watch me very closely to see the things that I'm doing around the community.
One of the most critical things for me is knowing that the YWCA is helping get the stories of everyday women in front of policymakers. These conversations are critical, and it's important to have advocates like the YWCA up on the Hill helping improve policy that will ultimately help Utah families.
A lot of times we as women are told what we can and cannot do and why we shouldn't do those things. But I want my girls to know that they can do anything that they put their minds and their hearts and their hard work to. And the YWCA really espouses that. They really encourage you to follow your dreams.
There's a future, there's brightness, and you can feel that within the environment here at the YWCA.